Topia Chu, a self-proclaimed TikTok sensation, has taken doing it for the clout to outrageous new levels. She lied about her age, just to stir controversy, but that's only scratching the surface.
30 homeless broke. I'm not 30 homeless. I'm not 30 and I'm not broke, but okay.
This TikTok drama queen hasn't just been playing with the truth, she also destroyed motel property and went into homelessness too. Her antics have turned the internet upside down, leaving everyone asking, who is Topia Chu and why do problems seem to follow her everywhere? Topia Chu, a social media personality, has found herself at the center of numerous controversies, drawing widespread public criticism. A devoted BTS fan with Jungkook as her bias, she openly expressed her affection for Asian men in BTS, making her a frequent target of ridicule among K-pop fans on TikTok. Her journey into TikTok fame began in 2020, posting content that many would describe as cringeworthy. Around the same time, she started going live on TikTok almost daily. Some of her earliest videos, which are still accessible, feature her playing a character called The Boss's Daughter in POV-style clips. Surprisingly, these videos have racked up millions of views, cementing her controversial presence on the platform. In short, her content has been seen as attention-seeking, and this has sparked numerous controversies.
Huh? What do you mean? You're seriously gonna date other girls?
Yeah, more or less.
I don't want you to! If I see her, I'll kill her.
Now let's look into something a bit more funny. Among the many criticisms she's dealt with, one of the most surprising and obvious is her hygiene. You might not notice it at first glance, but it's been a topic of discussion. Topia has an impressive resume. She worked at Dunkin' Donuts, but what really matters is the reason she got fired. During a TikTok live with another creator, the question came up, why did you get fired? Well, according to Topia, here's the reason.
She said that I smelled bad. She didn't say my clothes was dirty. She said I smelled bad. And it was literally... So the day I got fired, she had said I had hygiene issues. She told me I was grazing, like eating little bits here and there, which I never did at work. So all of a sudden my sandwiches, they were saying were burnt, weren't cooked good. All these excuses that I know didn't happen because...
Topia Chu explained that her boss claimed a customer had complained about her hygiene. However, one of her co-workers contradicted this, saying the boss was lying and mistreated the staff. Topia Chu insists she was actually fired over some cheese. But this is where things get interesting. One of her biggest controversies involves an incident where she and her family were accused of causing significant damage to a hotel room. It all started when she was abruptly kicked out of the hotel, and the moment quickly went viral. Videos of her crying about the situation flooded social media, adding more fuel to the fire.
I see people sleeping out in the cold, and no one cares. But yet we're made to feel like criminals, or that we're not allowed to be homeless. I couldn't even move my brother couldn't move his car. But yeah, I had to stay and endure harassment because, oh, she's going to work, like people masking it as her going to work. I couldn't even go into the thrift store without feeling bad. Like, I needed to go to the restroom and I had so much anxiety running into people. But I had no choice, you know?
However, the real kicker came when a member of the hotel's housekeeping staff posted footage showing the state of the room. It was, to put it mildly, filthy. The room which Topia and her family had been occupying was described as disgusting, a reflection of the behavior that has since become a focal point of her bad public image. The room was left in disarray with significant water damage and a cluttered mess. The backlash was swift as many fans and critics expressed frustration over the irresponsible behavior of Topia Chu. The damage was no joke, as even the door was broken and the room was left in a total mess. In response, she posted her own videos denying the severity of the accusations, stating that the hotel room was already damaged. According to her, they were just the unlucky ones to get the place.
Mind you, well, the room, not some people are nice, right? I'm not gonna be rude. Some people are nice there, some of the workers. It's just that our room that we got was the last room left, and I could see why, because other people probably passed it up, and we were the
the lucky ones that got it. Yay! We were so lucky we got a room that had the bathroom door was chewed. Our stove didn't work. Our refrigerator was broken for 2 months. And I just didn't say anything because, first of all, I feel like I bother people. Second of all, we were this close to like being thrown out because of online.
This incident was particularly obvious given Topia's recent claims of financial stability. She usually brags about her so-called success as a TikTok influencer, citing numerous brand deals and collaborations as evidence of her thriving career.
I don't need to get a job. I enjoy my job. I already have, so why do I need to go work a 9-to-5 job when I enjoy what I do? Because I receive packages like this where I can try stuff, you know, like ramen, and I got like a Tupac shirt and I got lip gloss, so why would I want to work when I have amazing supporters who send me awesome gifts?
However, her boasts about income and influence seemed at odds with her sudden and desperate plea for money. In a now deleted post, Topia asked her followers for financial help, only to take it down after being met with ridicule. She later claimed the issue had been resolved, but cracks in her facade of success were becoming evident. As if that wasn't enough, Topia's behavior on TikTok further fueled criticism. She went on a rant about the platform's payment system, complaining about not being able to access her earnings. In a video, she expressed frustration over being unable to withdraw $300, which she claimed her family desperately needed, and how she was paid months behind.
The money that was spent, because you have to remember, last year I did also take a trip to Vegas. That is not cheap. I mean, I did go pretty cheaply, but I did also take a trip to Vegas, so that took a chunk of my money. Plus, being paid months behind doesn't help, that I'm being paid a month behind. So that set me back a lot. Because of that trip, it set me back a lot. Because I went to see BTS in Vegas before I was being evicted. And from being paid months behind, and that was, when was that?
But this rang hollow for many, especially when juxtaposed with her purchasing a $100 Betty Boop makeup collection. This purchase, which she eagerly unboxed in another video, showed what many saw as a pattern of poor financial decision-making. For someone who professed to be in dire financial straits, splurging on non-essential items seemed irresponsible at best. But the fallout didn't stop there. The viral TikTok video posted by a hotel employee not only showed the state of Topia's room, but also shared shocking details about her family's behavior during their eviction. According to the employee, Topia and her family were not only unable to pay their bill, but also left the premises in such poor condition that the hotel felt compelled to add them to their do not rent list. Adding insult to injury, the employee alleged that a member of Topia's family defecated on the sidewalk during the eviction process, a claim that has since become a grotesque symbol of the entire ordeal. Due to this, she has faced significant cyberbullying. This harassment includes a range of online attacks such as hate comments, ridicule, and numerous crazy rumors. Much of this negativity stems from her controversial content, which, while it attracts an audience, also makes her a target for criticism and trolling. Some of the bullying involved TikTok's duet feature, where users create videos responses placed alongside hers. These duets sometimes contain mocking content, while others outright talked about her lack of accountability.
But, you know, you can follow, she is still posting from her car. She is doing some on Instagram, and she has posted a few TikTok videos, and y'all, she is mad at the housekeeper, Squid. She is so mad at her. And you know what the thing is, it just consistently shows the lack of accountability, and like her attention and energy is focused on her when it really should be on other things right now.
This series of events has led to widespread calls for Topia's removal from TikTok. A petition on change.org has garnered significant attention, demanding that her account be banned from the platform. The petition accuses her of engaging in harmful behaviors, including spreading racism and transphobia, as well as abusive actions toward both humans and animals. These allegations have amplified the push for TikTok to take action against her account, with many arguing that her presence on the platform sets a dangerous precedent for acceptable behavior. The overall public reaction to Topia Chu's controversies has been mixed, showing a division in opinions within her follower base and the broader audience. On one hand, a loyal segment of her supporters continue to stand by her, stating that becoming homeless is the ultimate worst experience for anyone.
So the Topia saga took a really sad turn today. Apparently Topia and her mom and her brother were kicked out of the motel room. and they're now living, I believe, in her brother's car or somebody's car. And I know a lot of people like to make fun of her, like, haha, you know, all these names they give her and stuff and these memes. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't wish homelessness on anyone, because I've been in that exact same situation.
On the other hand, others argue that her actions or statements, whether perceived as insensitive, problematic, or hypocritical, deserve accountability. This group often vocalizes their disapproval on social media platforms, amplifying calls for apologies, behavioral changes, or even boycotts. The debates around her actions have also sparked conversations about accountability for influencers and the ethical implications of their behavior on social media platforms. While Topia Chu's situation seems to hang in the balance, you can check out how an ignorant prankster got hit after choosing the wrong target.